Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to the government scheme session. The scheme that we are covering today it is Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana. It falls under the Ministry of Finance and see currently we are covering all the social security schemes. Why? Because they have recently they have recently completed 8 years and that is why they become very important from the examination point of view and especially if you're preparing for RBI. But before starting the session, here's an announcement for all the aspirants who are preparing for central regulatory bodies. We have come up with one-stop solution guide to all the queries that you might be having regarding the organization you want to join. For example, you want to know what is the role of RBI, NABARD or SEBI in India's economy. What are the different departments that are there? What will be your role once you join the organization? So all these things have been comprehensively covered. Along with that, what is the recruitment process? So what is the eligibility criteria? What is the education qualification that is required? What are the different phases? What is the pattern of each phase? What sorts of questions are asked? The syllabus, the previous year cutoff, all the queries, anything that you might be having in your mind, all have been comprehensively covered in these e-guidebooks so that you don't have to think twice before starting your preparation for the examination. So do not miss the opportunity. You can download these e-guidebooks free of cost from the link that is provided in the description box below. Now this was the news that we looked at in the last session also, where we talked about that how Jan Suraksha scheme. Jan means basically people, Suraksha means security. So social security schemes which was launched 8 years back. So they have completed 8 years and some hashtags are also running. 8 years of Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, right? 8 years of Suraksha Bima Yojana that we are going to cover. Next we are going to do Atal Pension Yojana. Okay? So see how we are going to do, how we are going to cover further sessions. So we have done Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. Today we will cover Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana and I will simultaneously provide you with comparison also. Why? Because see, this is both are your insurance scheme. So what are the similarities and differences we have to take care. Next, if you talk about, then we will talk about Atal Pension Yojana and after that we will cover NPS as well. Why NPS? Because there have been some changes that have been done. Okay? So then we will compare these two schemes as well. Why? Because see here, these both are your, I'm sorry, not insurance, but these both are your pension schemes. So what are the similarity difference we will cover. Then at the end, when we'll talk about NPS, at the end of it, I'll provide you with a table where I will mention all these four schemes and all the information of it. So it is easier for you to compare. Okay? So this is going to be the flow and if we talk about today's scheme, what is Suraksha? Suraksha basically it means security. Now if I compare to the previous one Jeevan Jyoti, in that we understood Jeevan means life. So it was a life insurance coverage, okay, and it talks about the beneficiary will get the money in any case the person dies, but this talks about security. So here death of natural instances will not be covered. So what does it mean? Security means, for example, if a person met with an accident, two things can happen. Either they can have injury, it can be severe also. So basically this particular, whenever you go to insurance, whenever you approach for insurance, they are usually for severe cases only, right? So in terms of accident, either a severe injury can happen to a particular beneficiary or it can be fatal also, means the beneficiary has died, right? So in such cases the whatever be the risk cover, it will be covered under Suraksha Bima Yojana. So what does it mean? What's the difference? For example, if a person died natural death, in case of Jeevan Jyoti, he would have gotten the risk coverage. Why? Because this talked about life, so death of any case. But in Suraksha, we are talking about security, to secure your life. That is why it does not include natural death. It will include the death but only accidentals. Okay? It could be accidental, it could be murder, it could be due to natural calamity, means where you are not involved. So if it's a suicide case, then the person beneficiary is not going to get the benefit or the nominee basically. But in other cases, the for the death only in under the circumstances of external push, only in that case money will be provided. Okay? So natural death, it is not covered under Suraksha Bima. I hope that's clear. Okay, now let's come ahead. So launch year of both Jeevan Jyoti as well as Suraksha, both is 2015 and both falls under the Ministry of Finance. Okay. Now let's coming to the next. What is the aim? So aim is similar to what we understood in the life insurance also, Jeevan Jyoti, to enhance the level of insurance penetration in the country. And we have to keep in mind that this is an accidental death insurance scheme. It is not for the natural death which we have observed in our Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. I hope that's clear. Beneficiaries again could be anyone, common people, but of course here see target is poor people and under privileged section. Why? because who are economically from economically well off family, usually they have these insurance cover from expensive institutes, okay, and they are willing to pay larger amount also, right? But here poor people, they are not able to give the premium to such institutes, and that is why the anybody can be part of it, but usually it focuses on the poor and underprivileged section of the society. Okay, so if in examination it comes the beneficiary, the this scheme focuses on poor and underprivileged section, so it is not a wrong answer, that is a right answer, because here the focus is on them only. Okay, eligibility criteria is a little bit similar and different. So here the age group, it is 18 to 70 years. See why it was just 50 years, right? In previous case we looked at 50 years only, right? Because so after 50 years there are much chances of natural deaths in India, right? That is why there the limit was just only for 50, and you can extend it to 55, but not beyond that, because natural death cases will increase. So of course the risk coverage would have to be given to the nominees of the beneficiaries, and that might be very heavy for the government to pay. But in this case, because this talks about accidental deaths, right, so it talks about security, right? That is why here the age, you can learn it in a way. Therefore here in this case the age is more, okay, till 70, because if till 70 if some beneficiary dies of natural death, that is anyways not included in this, right? Age group, therefore it is 80 to 70. I hope by these comparison you are able to retain the data as well, and do let me know if you find these very helpful for you. Second is having a saving bank account. So this is similar, you should have a saving bank account. Auto debit will happen if you don't want to continue, because in both the cases we have this liberty if you want to rejoin, leave anytime, in any year, right? So auto debit mode is there, so you have to initially inform the banks that this year you don't want to continue with the scheme, right? Otherwise auto debit will happen. So savings account, and of course that should be linked with Aadhaar card. I think that's not needed to be explained. Now premium and risk coverage. In case of Jeevan Jyoti, what was the premium? That was rupees 436, that we have understood. In this case it is very minimal, it is just rupees 20 per annum per member. ठीक है, वहाँ 436 था, here 20 था. And talking about risk coverage, so see in case of Jeevan Jyoti we understood it just talk about death due to any situation, and we looked at 2 lakh was given, so only death was the case. But now here there are certain criteria. For example, if the person, for example, there can be three cases. Either in severe cases I'm talking about for, of an accident, either there will be partial disability that the person might get, or it will be full disability that the person might get, or the person may die, right? So for these three we have different scenarios. Here if you look at the risk coverage in case of accidental death, so it is 2 lakhs. So this you can remember in either of the insurance scheme, if it is death it is 2 lakh, right? Now here in Suraksha Bima there are now two cases left, full the partial disability and full disability, right? In case of permanent total disability of the person, then also the case is 2 lakh, okay? But in case of partial, then it will become half. So partial means half, right? Or some portion of the full, right? So in that case, for some portion only some amount is given, you can remember it in a way, in this way. So that is 1 lakh rupees. ठीक है, तो risk coverage 2 lakh for accidental and permanent total disability, and partial disability के लिए 1 lakh rupees. Other key features similar to that of Jeevan Jyoti. Now here's a difference in this, that Jeevan Jyoti was initially it was offered by LIC, however now other institutes are also coming forward, but initially it was administered by LIC. Here this Suraksha Bima Yojana is offered by public sector general insurance companies. ठीक है, तो difference अगर exam में आएगा, if comes in examination for Jeevan Jyoti you have to mark LIC. Now in this case, in case of Suraksha Bima Yojana, it is offered by public sector general insurance company. ठीक है. Now let's come to second. Participator bank will be the master policy holder. In Jeevan Jyoti also we looked at whichever bank will be responsible for providing you the insurance, those will be called master policy holders. Simple as that. ठीक है. Next is auto debited till 1st May. So in that case also in Jeevan Jyoti we looked at the timeline. It was 1st of June to 31st of May, right? Similarly for this one is also 1st June to 31st May. What does it mean? Every year before 1st June you have to renew the policy if you want to be part of it. So what does it mean? It is a policy which goes with annual renewal, okay, and you are not going to get your money back if it is not being used in that particular year, okay? So that is why even the amount has been kept small, because see economically rich people or stable people, they can afford to maybe to just lose 10,000, 20,000 a year, but the poor people they cannot, or underprivileged people they cannot afford. So that is why the premium has been kept rupees 20 only. So if in a year that money is not being, the risk coverage has not been availed, so at least it's just 20 rupees that they have lost, not more than that. Similarly, in case of Jeevan Jyoti, it is also just 436 below 500 for the similar reasons. ठीक है, तो ऑटो डेबिटेड है 1st June to 31st May, similar to that of Jeevan Jyoti, and again similar to Jeevan Jyoti, assured insured can walk out of the scheme at any time and rejoin it at any time in the future. Now that was all about the scheme that you have to understand, and questions can be asked. Now here's an interesting homework for you all. You have to tell that can a person get insurance from both Jeevan Jyoti and Suraksha Bima? Because usually in the private cases, the private insurance companies, it happens that you cannot take, if you have already availed a particular insurance from one particular company, you cannot avail it from other company. But is it possible for Jeevan Jyoti and Suraksha Bima Yojana? For example, for accidental death, because Jeevan Jyoti provides just for it, right? So if a person has died in an accident and was beneficiary of both, can the person avail 4 lakh rupees, 2 lakh from Jeevan Jyoti and 2 lakh from Suraksha Bima? And again, not the beneficiary but the nominee, right? So this is an interesting question for you all. I am hoping for the answers, and these are the toppers of the last 2 sessions of Matsya Sampada. We looked at Pirate said the right answer, Rachit saying the right answer, we have Kishorek Kumar saying the right answer, and Mechanic, yes, Matsya means Machli. We have Wayne saying the right answer, Rahul said the right answer, Sophia, we have Rekha, Shashmita saying the right answer, Raj, welcome, and yes, I've taken the suggestion. Tech has said the right answer, Himanshu, okay, I've taken the suggestion. See, one thing I want to tell that there are already schemes lined up, so please don't mind if your schemes are not just in the immediate lecture, but I will definitely cover them. Anusha said the right answer. We have Yathve saying the right answer, Rishabh said the right answer, Mechanic said the right answer, yes. Thank you, Rachit. And these words really, it means a lot at a personal level. It gives it boosts our morale as well to come up with better sessions. For next, if you already are covering current tab, because it already holistically cover everything, you need not to go for any other source, that I want to tell you. Okay, Ashish, thank you. We have Raj Nandini. Okay, Raj Nandini, I've taken the suggestion. I'll make further lectures on that. ER, yes, you are correct. And then these are the toppers of the last one, Jeevan Jyoti. ठीक है, तो Tarun said the right answer. We have Nitish. See, Ministry of Health, we will cover, but in the later lectures. Why? Because it has currently been removed from RBI. I would not suggest you to just completely leave Ministry of Health from the examination point of view. But yes, we have to prioritize the rest of the ministries from where questions can be asked, right? I'm not saying maybe they would ask one question from Ministry of Health. We do not know, because they have for the first time removed it. But the ministries or the sector that they have not removed, I think we should focus first more on them and then come towards the least important ministries. Then we have Raj saying the right answer. We have Itin saying the right infrastructure saying the right answer. We have Sojanya saying, Sojanya, I think you are mistaken. Okay, please look at for second you have said the right answer. I think first you are confused. Anusha said the right answer. We have Rishabh saying the right answer. We have Rachit saying the right answer, Rekha saying the right answer, Millie said the right answer. Alia, yes, I've taken the suggestion, but I hope you would understand if that is not the immediate lecture, but I will definitely make, and I will try to make all these sessions before your RBI paper. Sophia said the right answer, and yes, Anjani also said the right answer. We have Sahishta saying the right answer and also giving the explanation as well. Then Jay also gave the explanation, and I've taken the suggestion. We'll make future sessions on that. And Rajnandani, yes, I will make of MSME competitive lean scheme as well, okay, because it has been recently launched as being stated by you as well. So we have Vivek. Vivek, you can get the PDF of these lecture from the PDF channel, from the Telegram channel. I'm sorry, and the link of our Telegram channel you can find in the description box below. Thank you, Sonam. Impana, yes, you are right. And then we have Sairam saying the right answer. Yes, so that is all in this video. If you have any doubt, any query, you can comment it down. I'll either reply on the comment section, or I'll explain in the next video. And please do give feedback. How can we improve the session? And if you want me to cover any scheme, do let me know. And Please subscribe to our channel both in Telegram and YouTube. And thank you everyone. All the very best for your examination. Thank you.